Well, congratulations. You have reached the third and final video portion of this activity, and we have just a little bit to go. Part three is titled Developing a Local and Personal Code of Ethics. In this last part, I will present a few parameters to consider as we develop our own code of ethics for International American University and for ourselves individually. After looking over the suggestions for thought, I invite each of you to propose one or more ethical standards that ought to be a part of our shared code of behavior. Clearly, this is only a suggestion box input that does not carry any formal weight, so feel free to be direct. A list of topics for the ethical teacher might include the following: private and professional lives. Is there a distinction between the two, or are teachers held to a higher code? Relationships with students, obviously, this is going to be high on the list. Online activities. Incidentally, I've published at the end of this presentation a list of video dramatizations of some teachers who violated different portions of these ethical standards. They're fictional and they're done by professional actors, but they're very realistic. And I hope you enjoy them. There's one on this one in particular. On use of a school computer for pornography. At any rate, we continue on. Teaching in a diverse society. Clearly, we have a very diverse society here at International American University, and almost as diverse as the gardener you see blowing weeds off my back porch here. Sorry for the distraction. Continuing, we might consider improper personal or financial gains. And what do those constitute? When is it allowable? When is it not? To make personal financial gain from one's position as a teacher. Ethical treatment of colleagues and ethical treatment by colleagues. And just what are we looking for in our colleagues' ethical behavior and our own toward them. Next, we look at fostering an ethical school climate. This one's pretty obvious. We have an excellent institution here at IAU. How do we foster a climate of greater ethical expectations, both for ourselves as professors, for our administrators and staff as professional educators themselves, and for our students, of course. Confidentiality. This is a great one for teachers. Confidentiality is very easy to accidentally violate. How does one conduct oneself so as to be especially careful on such subjects? And lastly, consequences. What should the consequences be for a serious violation of the code or for a minor violation of the code? Clearly, we're not talking about criminal. If the activity is criminal, there will be legal sanctions, but what should be the institutional output? Is this a teaching moment where we reach out to the individual? As I've so often seen by our administrators, hey, you goofed up, you want to straighten up, this is the rule, I'm not making it, it's just our rule. And that's a really pleasant way to deal with things. Or do we have more serious types of things that require hearings? Good question. So at this point, I want to conclude the presentation by giving you an opportunity in this final discussion question to suggest ethical standards that you believe might be appropriate for us as professional professors. That's an interesting way of putting it, but as college professors, university professors, what should be expected of us. And then again, a list of video dramatizations. There are 4 of them: Black History Month scandal, the use of the school computer or misuse, inappropriate teacher-student contact, and private drug abuse as it affects the public job of the teacher. These are kind of interesting because they are dramatizations. You'll find them all on YouTube. I hope I've transcribed the URLs exactly and accurately. I've gone over it 3 or 4 times, but you never know. Thank you for being with me on this interesting topic of right and wrong behavior for the college professor. I hope you take something away with you that is lasting, and I hope you leave something for us to consider as well from your own personal experience and background. Thanks again, and we look forward to the next workshop. Bye-bye.